Hello, everyone. I am super behind on updates for BSSM. So I have one now. I have like 17 bajillion more that I need to do, but I've gotten so busy. Anyways, a few weeks ago, I made a video about the color baby pink and like the spiritual significance of the color pink, of baby pink. And I had said that like a lot of people felt that baby pink was representative of like the themes of like tenderness and intimacy with God, which I feel like God's definitely been developing in me since coming here to Reading, and also that they feel like pale pink, baby pink represents purity, which really resonated with me because like of my whole story, my whole journey with my walk in purity and everything. And then the final interpretation that I got came from a friend. Well, actually, a couple people said the same thing, and I it kept coming up, so I finally noticed and paid attention. I was out with a friend, and we were actually looking for birthday cards for someone, and I saw a fluffy pink unicorn at the store, and I was like, I need, And there was a white one and a pale pink one. I don't know if you can tell in the video because the quality is really bad, but this is the pale pink one. Hey, hush. Mommy's making a video. Yeah, mommy got mad. Okay, I love you. Okay, get down. Sorry. There's a white one and a pale pink one, and I was like, oh, which one do I want? I want both. And I was like, man, I just feel really drawn to the pale pink one. And he was like, why do you think that is? And I was like, I don't know. Like, since coming here to Reading and BSSM, I feel like pale pink has just been like everywhere and all over and like a theme for me. And he's like, pale pink, like, God just told me that, like, it has to do with like femininity, and I really feel like God's trying to restore your femininity in this season. And I was just like, that it took me off guard because this was like not the first person to say that. And I'm like, just being vulnerable here for a second. Like most of my life I've felt pretty masculine, actually. I am pretty strong. I've done a lot of sports, and I like used to work out all the time. Like I was on the football team in high school and like did wrestling. And I've always been like tougher and not really into like girly clothes, and like pink was definitely not something I was interested in. And so I kind of always felt more masculine than feminine and not really like a girl, I was used to be a tomboy growing up. And so like I never really felt like, I don't know, like really desirable. Like, I mean, I didn't have like a low self-esteem or anything. I didn't like think I was ugly or whatever, but like I was just always surprised kind of like when a guy would tell me that he thought I was attractive or pretty, and I was like, really? But anyways, so yeah, when he said that, I was like, huh, like that's interesting because that's definitely something I feel like God has been talking to me about. And like I felt God like tell me the other day, he's like, Grace, like I am just like so taken with you. And like it took me off guard because I was like, Jesus. um anyways, oh, hello, mistletoe. Yes, she wants to play. Anyways, so I'm kind of getting scatterbrained, sorry. Anyways, then I was having this conversation with a friend on Facebook, and they ended the conversation with saying like, Gracie, you are such a gem. And I was like, jokingly like, oh, what kind? Like, what kind of gem? And they're like, the best kind, or like the most expensive or something. And so I was just like, I don't really know much about gemstones. So like I go to Google and start like Googling like different types of gems, just because I'm just like, I'm kind of interested in that. Like, I want to learn more about gems. So I started looking up all these different like types of gems and like how they're formed and all this stuff. And then I feel like a little prompting being like, hey, you should go look up the birthstones. Like, how like each January, February, March, they all have like a birthstone associated with the month that you're born in or whatever. And so naturally I look to December because that's when I was born, in December. And then I hear God being like, no, go look at October. And I was like, and he's like, because October, October 7, that's your identity day, like when you were celebrating to become a new creation, like when you were born again. Like I'm not that my natural birth month doesn't matter, but God's like, I'm specifically showing you like your spiritual birth month. So I'm like, okay. So look at October, and surprise, the birthstone for October is called pink tourmaline, or tourmaline. Tourmaline. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I was just like, okay, God, like another pale pink, right? And I was just like, of course. And I was just like, and I was like, and God's like, this is the gem that you are, the pink tourmaline. And so like I Googled like what, you know how like some people believe that like gems have different meanings and whatever. I don't really believe that, but I was like, let me just look it up. And so it's on my phone. And they were saying like pink tourmaline is an extraordinary crystal for cleansing the emotional body of destructive feelings of old wounds accumulated over time. It releases guilt, worry, depression, and anxiety, and it guides these emotions into self-love. And I was like, I read that and I was like, okay, God, I really don't believe a rock has magical powers to do those things. But the fact that that's what this means, like, really touched me. And I was like, wow, this is amazing because October 7 was my identity day, which represents like how God like redeemed me and like cleansed me from like my past, which I was like having so much shame and guilt over regarding to a loss of purity, right? I just felt so dirty and like just like awful, right? Like I could never be pure again or innocent. And so like this is saying like cleansing the body of emotional guilt and wounds from over time. And I was like, wow, that's literally what October 7 is about for me. And so I was like, wow, Jesus, that's really cool. And so I just like went on Amazon and I was just scrolling, you know, because all the things that I just need, right? You might find something you can't live without on Amazon. And I felt God being like, you know, being like, hey, you know, you're beautiful, you know, you deserve, you know, like, you know, reminding me of my femininity or whatever. It's like it's okay for you to like wear beautiful things and be beautiful. And so like I started looking up jewelry and I was like, I never even wear jewelry. Like I might like wear like some studs in my ears every now and then, but like I really don't, I'm not like a jewelry person. But like, and then like the pink tourmaline came to mind. So I was like, okay, let me just, you know, so I'd look up like pink tourmaline, like jewelry or whatever. And I found this one necklace. Um, and it had like a little pink tourmaline gem in it and you could like personalize it. And so like I was like, I'm gonna like this little leaf and you could put like a letter to represent your name or whatever. And I was like, you know, I felt God be like, put the number 7, you know, October 7. And so Mistletoe, I need you to get down, honey. And so I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of really terrible quality. But I got this necklace, and this is the pink tourmaline gem. And like on the little leaf here is a number 7. And like it's just so cool because like just wearing it just is like a constant reminder of like, you know, of what baby pink means to me and Jesus and like what my spiritual birth month stone is about. And just like wearing it, like wearing a dainty, pretty thing because it's okay. Like, I don't know, like for some reason I felt like I didn't want to bring attention to myself by being too girly because I was like, oh, well, I don't want to like bring attention to myself or like, you know, look ridiculous by like wearing girly clothes. But really, it was just like false humility and like self-esteem issues and like not having a correct image of how God sees me and stuff. So, and then, you know, there's a whole another thing of like why I feel like now God has been calling me Gracie instead of Grace. And how now I introduce myself as that. And I'll make a video about that, but like it's more feminine, it's more girly. And I used to feel like really ridiculous and like shy about that sort of thing. But like wearing this, like it just feels pretty. Um, and I just keep seeing these patterns come over and over again with this whole baby pink and pale pink thing. And I just think God is cool because like I don't know, like he really speaks to me like through meanings and patterns and so this sort of thing really sticks out to me. Um anyways, it's a cute little story. Just wanted to share that with you guys.